Hey everybody, it's 6 o'clock Sunday night. Thought I'd do a little video here tonight. Nothing major, just a couple of things. Some things that I didn't record, I'll run those before I do what I'm going to do. I spent an inordinate amount of time the last couple of days watching the Amsco race that was up in somewhere in Ohio. I don't remember the name of the town. But the facility I think was called Norcar. And it was a radio controlled an RC track, a big RC track hall. And it was I don't know how big the building was, but it was big. And they built two 175-foot, 8-lane scale auto tracks on it. And they ran yesterday. I don't know, they started between 9 and 9:30 yesterday morning to run the actual race, and they didn't finish till after 1 a.m. this morning, Sunday morning. So I wasn't able to make it to the end last night, so I watched probably the last 3 hours this morning with my coffee. But yeah, it was really interesting, fun to watch. Way too long. That's nothing that I would ever want to participate in. That long a day, just I can't see doing it. But the people that did it enjoyed it, and I got a big kick out of the younger kids. There were some, I think the kid that was finished second, I think he was like 18, from California. He's a really good racer. I've seen him race before. And then there were a couple of younger ones than him, like 10 or 12 or 14. So that's great to see some new young kids interested in the hobby. Some guys that I know through YouTube raced. It was fun to watch them. And Steve Sawtell from Slot Car Corner, and Ian from Scale Electric. Yeah, I forget what his website's called, but he's from England, and they make all the wooden towers and buildings and things that I have even purchased from him, and I can't think of the name. Magnetic Racing. That could be it. Anyway. Yeah, so I found it interesting. And it's called Amsco. It was their first race. I think maybe they should have started with a little smaller thing, maybe with the 2/3 of the races, maybe 60, and I think they had 91. But anyway, they're going to do it again. They're going to have an endurance event, I think, in August. 24 hours, maybe. So I'll probably watch some of that too. But I enjoyed watching it. It was long. It was long. And of course, Marty Ford from Two Lines, he live streamed it on his channel, but he was also racing. He and his brother Dusty, which Dusty may have acquired a new nickname yesterday because they figured that he grew up on the south side of the house because he has more of a southern accent than Marty does. Marty has banker voice, right? And they speak two different dialects for sure, which was kind of funny. But Marty and his team did a great job doing the live stream. Marty has a ton of equipment. He's really invested in it now, so he better keep doing it. He's got some dollars tied up for sure. And they did well racing too. I think they both had a very good time. So anyway, it was fun to watch. Chris Fredder, he raced. I know he was exhausted. He went home last night. There were a few other guys that I recognized. But anyways, it was fun to watch. Okay, what am I doing? Well, I didn't video a few steps. I've mounted my front guide, my brushes, the wiring to the front guide. I have set my wheelbase and I have my spacers in, my gear mesh set. Everything's good to go. All I need to do to have a running chassis is to solder my wires, which I'm going to do that on camera, simply because it's a little different than soldering brass. Most of you probably know this, but hey, you guys asked for this, so remember, Dave from UC Slot Cars in Australia pushed me to do this, so if you're bored silly, he's responsible. So I have my iron nice and hot. I have my tip tinning material here. And you cannot use the liquid flux to do wires. Doesn't work. What you need to do for wiring, this is a lead-free tinning flux, it's called, and it's a paste. Kind of gooey, probably lasts forever. This tub that I have. What I generally do, I had a little wooden stick that apparently I threw away. So I will reach up here and grab the all-purpose large toothpick. What I generally do is just take a little flux and I flux up the connectors on the motor. And same thing with liquid flux. All you're doing is this helps your solder flow, makes your connection easier to solder. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little flex on the end of the wire. This doesn't always go as planned. This is one of the sometimes more painful soldering applications. So, got my iron hot. I'm going to tin the tip. Add some solder. I got it that time. Back over. You know what? I really should have shortened these wires. But I'm going to go ahead and finish the soldering here. If I feel I need to do that, I'll do that off camera. I'll shorten the wires up. I basically just wanted to do this video to show the soldering. So same thing. Get your flux on there, your wire. You've tinned your tip. You got some solder. And it's just a quick touch. You don't have to hold it there. And there we go. We got both soldered. So we now have a rolling chassis. Now looking at this, I will probably undo those and trim these wires. because that's a little bit much. Maybe I won't. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you tonight. But yeah, you can't use liquid flux to do wiring. You need to do the paste flux. All right. Hey fellas, thanks for coming by. I'll see you next time.